Hello there, Digital Quill family. How are you guys doing today? We're back with another episode of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. Today is episode 38. 38 episodes in. And guess what? I have some news for you. Let me take a sip of the coffee I just brewed before it gets cold. Sorry, I had to do that because I actually made coffee. I was like in the middle of debating, do I order coffee? Do I make it? Do I order it? And as I was about to like start practicing my setup and everything, as far as like getting my vocals warmed up with music and other stuff like that, I was like, I'm an adult. I'll just make it. So I did. While it was brewing, I had my cup ready, added a little bit of milk, some sugar that may or may not be too much sugar. And here we are. I have my caffeine, my bean juice. You are here listening to me, a recorded version of me from the past. Weird. Am I going to start doing lives? I mean, I do have that Twitch account. And I am about to have a VTuber on as a podcast guest, and I have considered streaming in the past before, especially gaming, just casual streams, nothing like the actual serious streamers. I'm not like that, guys. I can't stream games like you guys do. Holy crap, Diola. Some of you are absolutely, like, I mean this with all the love and respect in the world. Some of you are monsters at it. Like, I look at you and I'm just sitting here like, you're a Goliath, and here I am down here like a little tiny ant, and you're like this amazing streamer. Do any of you know Captain Frost? Or in early in my days of the internet, I met Ish. We used to be friends. I don't even know if he would remember me if I tried to like reach out again. But Captain Frost, one of the coolest streamers I had ever like gotten the privilege to like get to know. I don't know what he is up to these days. If you know him, let me know, because I should probably start watching Twitch streams more than once every 3 months. Speaking of, if you are a Twitch streamer, I do have a spot where you can kind of talk to other Twitch streamers and also share off your streams. Discord somewhere. I don't know how my camera works, apparently. I'm 38 episodes in, and I still don't know how my camera works. It's fine. I don't really know how a lot of things work. I don't pretend to. Sometimes I pretend to. I was about to be like, I don't pretend to know how things work sometimes, but then I'm like, but I do. I pretend all the time. Sometimes. I mean, you guys have heard of playing pretend, right? I'm sidetracking and sidestepping in so many areas already, and it's not even fucking 5 minutes in. We're 3 minutes in, and I've tangented and sidestepped so many times. How is that possible? How did I do that? Anyway. 5 episodes this week. 5 of them. You're going to see me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 episodes this week. 5 of them. Why? I don't know. Last week I had 3 in a row. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I had 1 the week prior, and I'm like, neither of those, like somewhere in between that, it felt right. Not doing anything and then doing everything. And I was like, my schedule seems to have been Tuesday and Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What happens if I schedule it as Monday through Friday? Some of the greatest podcasts probably. Some of the greatest podcasts the podcast 5 days a week. Or on a more consistent schedule than what I've been doing, but some of them do it 5 days a week. And I think if we go back to when I said in this episode, pretend there's this episode right here, and it's a clip of me saying, wow, I had no idea how easy this was. It's not really easy, but like setting it up and then just speaking for God knows how many hours long to yourself, not really that hard if you already do that. if you're a writer and you always have thoughts going through your brain and you never have a moment of quietness or stillness, which is something you have to work at consistently, I will note on that note that through meditation, early meditation, and other stuff, especially just like the last 5 years, I have learned how to quiet the ever-living crap out of my mind. Sometimes it's quiet up there, but I hear the distant echoes of my mind actually working. I am about to sound insane. I just realized that. Oh well, it's not like I haven't sounded insane before. So, yeah, I have like this ability in my brain now where prior to whatever the heck I was just talking about, it's like my mind never stops. There's always tabs and bars and sounds and movies and books and songs and everything happening all at once. Like, if you like just pay attention to how much is happening out there all the time, like choose the busiest corner of your streets in your lives. It's like that. Sometimes it doesn't stop, and it never really stops. It's always there. I can always tell it. I can always tap into it. I can always be like, okay, it's time to go back to not being in the quiet. But I do have this weird ability to separate myself from that noise. I don't know why or how I achieved that. I really don't. I think a lot of it is a mixture of depression, trauma, therapy, time, healing, self-awareness, other bullshit. I really need to work on swearing. Because apparently guidelines and stuff, and actually that's another note I want to bring up later today. Swearing and speaking in words and swearing, speaking in words, and what is it, the word I'm looking for right now? Censorship. Censorship is bad in any form, and social media platforms are really bad at that, which is interesting considering, isn't that one of the places that, anyway, sorry, where was I? See? 7 minutes in, and how many times have I tangented? Sidestepped? Sidequested. No, sidestepped. Tangented. Verbal vomited? Yes. My mind is always working and active, and I hate it. Sometimes it has made it hard to sleep. Sometimes it still does. But I don't know, like, sometimes I wish, I feel like think, breathe with me while I recollect my thoughts. So square breathing, breathe in for 4, hold, let out for 4, hold, or just any number. Breathe in for a number, hold for a number, let out for a number. I covered the schedule thing and how I want to do 5 episodes this week. I'm actually going to do that this week. I don't care what bullshit excuse I'm going to give myself like I did the last couple of weeks. I am going to do 5 episodes. Even if it's like 10 minutes where I just get on here and be like, hi, I'm doing my obligatory next episode because I'm a stupid rule creator. Covered how my mind is freaking loud and how I have like a momentary ability to step onto a deserted road. Everything's still really loud behind me. It's still there. I could still step over that boundary line. But right now, I'm presently watching things on my side here while I'm trying to quiet my mind. Yep. Okay. Censorship. I read and watched a few videos recently over how graped, essayed, how those kinds of words, unalived, are becoming commonplace. And I have 3 mindsets on this. One, obviously you don't want to offend anybody. You don't want to trigger or upset anyone with your words or what you're trying to do or points you're trying to make or things you're trying to get across or stories you're trying to share. You don't want to upset anyone. Like, that's not your goal, hopefully. So yes, you want to follow the guidelines and like be sensitive to that, but at what cost? My other mindset on that, because this is the second one, is censorship is evil. Using words like that and not using the actual defined words, but using some sort of fluffy almost word, I feel like dismisses and diminishes the value of that experience for a lot of people. I hate when referencing my own experiences with sexual assault, harassment, and abuse that I have to use words like that because it makes me feel not like a fun silly, but like a, why am I even talking about this now? Because it's no longer serious enough for me to feel like I can talk about it. I feel like my voice is being censored when I have to use like words like I was raped. I don't like that I've had to do that. My third mindset on that is a lot of this isn't because of us. It isn't because we are insensitive to conversations anymore. It isn't because we're trying to create harm. It's because I think this problem, the root problem, kind of stems from social media itself. We didn't create these policies and rules, making us say and having to get around community guidelines. Not per se. There's some research I need to do on this and conversations with more knowledgeable people I need to have on this, but I don't think we should be censoring words like that. It takes the seriousness out of it. I don't think we should be censoring anything. My true unadulterated belief on that fact is do not censor anyone or anything. I don't care how bad or evil they are. Do not censor them. If you censor them, you are dismissing the actual problem that it is. If you censor things, if you censor bad people, you're not going to see the bad people. You're not going to know to stay away from them. They're going to continue to fester. They're not going to change. If you censor things, nothing changes. Do not censor things. Do not censor yourself, for that matter. Use your voice. Use it. I struggle with it too. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I am actually genuinely interested on this aspect alone, because as a victim myself, like, I want to know how many other like victims or other things have either this mindset or a different mindset. Maybe there's a way we can fix the censorship problems while still remaining sensitive to other people, while still being authentic and being able to use the words we want to or need to use to feel like we are able to get our points across and be understood and feel heard and seen. I do not feel seen when I use words like grape. I feel like I'm about to eat cotton candy grapes. Like, when I hear the word graped, I'm like, I know what it means. I mean, the meaning's there, but like, it's like, why not just call it for what it really is? Name the evil. Name it in its full. Don't give it a cute fucking nickname. Don't do that. Like, I've had a lot of time to think about that, especially growing up when considering talking about my story from the years of it all. And it's a filthy word. It's a horrible word. No one should ever have to experience anything like that, and yet we do. And I think it can stop. As I've stated in other podcasts of mine, and when talking about my book especially, like, I think it can stop. I think we can have a better, more healed planet. I am now fidgeting with my coffee cup. Please, someone give me fidgeting ideas for when I'm recording. So censorship, and using words like unalive and grape and just things like that. What do you think? What do you think about it? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you indifferent about it? Do you have any ideas on how to stop censorship of yourself or other people? I'd love to hear them. You can email me those ideas or comment those ideas or whatever those ideas. Heck, think them to yourself. That might actually help too, more than we realize. Thoughts are weirdly things somehow. I am 16 minutes into this, and I talked about censorship for the last, I think, 5 minutes or 10. Anyway, what I want to talk about next is... I recently had a game night again, Cards Against Humanity. That was fun. We also played a little bit of Mario Kart at the end, but Cards Against Humanity. I used to only play by myself, and my goal was to see how much I could make myself laugh. Turns out I won every game because I think I'm funny sometimes. Playing it with other people, so much better. So much better. It's funny seeing people's humor, and also Cards Against Humanity. As I keep playing it with people, I'm learning those cards are against humanity. It's in the definition or the title, Cards Against Humanity, because this game is the party game for truly messed up people. Dark humor? Perfect. This game is for you. Eventually, I want to stream a Cards Against Humanity game with my friends, so I'm gonna have to do like a consent form, maybe. Do you consent to being on camera and having your voice recorded for a podcast? I don't do legalese things. I probably should, especially if I end up with more followers. You know what, actually? I have nothing to lose or nor to really gain when it comes to this, so no legalese. There will be no paperwork, just a verbal and maybe texting agreement that we're okay with this. Once upon a time, the verbal word actually meant something. Nowadays, we have to have legalese, and it's like, but why? Why do we need to give jobs to giant corporate bigwigs just to create a form that we could do at home where we're like, all right, what are our terms of agreements? Well, don't be a dick. That sounds good. Let's see. Do you consent? Yes or no? Why do we need lawyers? I mean, I understand why we need lawyers. The legal system, which apparently is actually, very riggable. If you have money, you can rig it. Totally not thinking about the Blake Lively versus Baldoni thing at all. And how messed up that is, because that's just a blatant and grotesque power grab of, hey, look, we have money. Look what we can do. Look how many people we can buy off in the press. Look at this. Look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Look over here and be distracted by what's happening over there. Don't you love it? Oh, more research is also needed on this, but TikTok might be banned again in the Americas. I remember when we were all trying to fight to get it back, or keep it, both. And I remember when it was banned for effectively less than 18 hours. Less than 12, if I'm not mistaken. Between 12 and 18. Maybe 8 and 18? 8 and 18. 8 and 18 hours it was effectively banned for. I remember how sad I was when I touched my app and I'm like, oh, right, I I can't use this app I downloaded on my phone that I bought and paid for and used my email to create an account on. I can't use it. Interesting. And then it came back, and all of us were like, it's not global warming. It's not access to health care, welfare, boring. Corruption at the top. Citizen. Yeah, no, I can't. But yeah, it's like, what happened with that? And apparently, currently at the present moment, I might know some content creators who talk about this stuff in real time. I'm gonna have to go research them specifically. Maybe have them on the podcast. Maybe. I am shy. Do you know how many emails I have drafted up? No text box information, just 2 and a subject. Do you know how many emails I have drafted up right now to people I want to have on the show that I could literally probably actually maybe manage to get 1 or 2 of the 5 or 8? I added a few since I last checked. So yeah, it's great. It's great. I have... Just because I am mostly comfortable, slightly comfortable with myself, does not mean I am confident. 21 minutes, and I have other work to get to. Cool. I'm actually wrapping it up. TikTok is probably going to be banned again. If ByteDance doesn't sell to an American company. Bullshit. Anyway, a day after my birthday. And now I'm kind of wondering how exactly, one, how many apps come from other countries that could potentially be a problem, more of a problem than access to healthcare and people actually being able to afford homes and not live in renting unlivable conditions or on the street, or there's like a lot of food waste too. Like a lot of companies just dump a lot of stuff out because gotta make room for the new product. So like, why are we banning TikTok again and again and again? What do you guys gain from that? A few more things I want to say before I record tomorrow and have even less to say. Oh, now I have a problem. I have to record 4 days this week. One of them is a guest episode. So I have to record 4 episodes and think about things to speak about. That's fine. I can do that. It's fine. Sigh. A few more points I want to make before we end today. 1, I had it and then it went away, and now it's probably going to come back someday. Remember your breathing exercises. So if I ever have moments of pauses, just breathe. Just breathe. Or strike up a conversation with someone next to you. I don't know. I've had a very eventful, 72 to 108 hours. And my brain is still barely catching up. 24 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yep. Recently played Cards Against Humanity. It went great. Want to stream that. Have a way to stream games now, so I might potentially just fuck around and find out later tonight around, maybe not tonight. Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe Thursday or Friday. I will be on Twitch streaming live just for funs and giggles. Giggles and shits. Shits and giggles. I've been going to the gym more often. It's kind of noticeable now if the camera was actually focusing on me and not the ghost right here. Is there a ghost over there? looks blurry. I got a new book to read to help me on my quest of writing mine. The Roku episode I am on for the Unsealed, I will get an update soon in a week or two. Excuse me. I'm like itching to do some collaborations and partnerships. Maybe even a sponsorship. But I don't think I'm anywhere near that point yet. Or maybe I am and I don't know it and I just haven't tried. That's always a thing, just not trying and just doing the things that you know that make you comfortable. Dang it, I am in that trap again. I am in the comfortable trap. I need to start being a little uncomfortable, like I was this morning on my TikTok video. Oh no. There you have it, guys. You saw me work it out in real time. I have emails to send. I have emails to send. I'm fine. It's fine. I'll be okay. They're just emails. It's not like I'm walking across serrated edges. But it feels like it. It feels like it. Couple of shout outs before I end today's episode, before it ends up being 30 minutes long. Give Second Chance Charade a shout out, or a chance to listen to their music. They're kind of going through a hard time right now. A lot of stuff in the family department there. If you're on their TikTok or his TikTok, you can see what I mean through some of his more recent videos. Go listen to his music, it'll help him out. That's Second Chance Charade. I've written about him before on the entertainment blog. He was actually the first guest episode, so that was interesting, actually. Tiffany, I know you listen to this podcast. Always a shout out to you. You are going through a lot right now. Thank you for existing and being you. I will drop your GoFundMe for you and your husband and kids in the link description thing below. I can't forget to do that. Jonathan for Reels. I don't know if you listen to my podcast at all beyond the episodes you've been on, but shout out to you for being an awesome human. You gave me a lot to think about in the last podcast episode that we shared. Thank you. My co-host, Nathan, thank you. Thank you for existing. You are awesome. I have more words to say to you at a different time, especially since we have some research to continue, both for the Baldoni thing and Mayflower to the Moon. Should I start calling the numbers myself? Because I can. Maybe. Big thank you to my best friend and my roommate. You guys are the two people that have kept me alive the last at least 5 years, so thank you for that. I have more words to say to you on that one. I don't want to just emotionally vomit here on my podcast. I'm not even sure either of you listen to this thing. Let's see. The Storyteller, Daniel Sherman. Thank you for existing and thank you for being human. What you are trying to do with your music is incredible. It's what I want to do with my writing, but different. It mirrors, it mimics. It's incredible. Thank you. There's a couple of new moms that I know who are about to become moms, either again or for the first time, and I have to say thank you for carrying life and being you and being wonderful. Thank you for being awesome, amazing women. I won't name you by name, but if you listen to the show, or, I might personally thank you guys a little bit later in my meditations, or just via DMs, because I haven't reached out in a minute. And thank you to the one listening to this. I know life isn't easy. I know sometimes you almost spill your coffee all over electronics and then have to replace those electronics. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being human. Thank you for letting me give you my time. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I know when I say I'm teaching, or I know when I say I want to give my time, I want to teach, inspire, motivate, or entertain. But the shadow of that, the thing that's not quite known, the thing that you have to read between the lines on, is even though I want to teach, travel, investigate, inspire, meet and make, motivate, entertain, explore, and experience, you're also helping me do that. You are also teaching me. You are also inspiring me. Seeing your comments, seeing you guys struggle and then get back up again, seeing you work through things in real time. Like, thank you. Thank you for displaying such an amazing amount of humanity. Thank you for playing a game in the human condition, because in the game of life, I've said it before, and the more I experience life with all of you, the more I realize that it really is all an experiment and experience. It's just, how do we experience being human? This, the 9 to 5, rush, hustle, bustle, closed off border walls and lines and walls. Not it. Not it. We have freedom, free will. We are given that when we are born. We're given choices. And yet we are letting systems, and it's not even just that we're letting systems, it's that systems have been allowing us to let them take that away. Take away our humanity. Thank you for displaying it. Thank you for fighting the fight and being human. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's my time. So humans of Earth, I hope this was able to help you today. I hope on some level I taught or inspired, maybe motivated or entertained you. This one was probably not as entertaining. Could be. I don't know. The next one will be. Keep going, humans of Earth. Do not stop. Thank you for tuning into episode 38 of the Digital Quill Podcast. I am your host, Mars Wilson, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, drink water, be safe, and I will see you again. Keep going. Don't stop. Do not stop.